So you are all welcome once again to another Blender session with Dami Okoro, or popularly known as Reggae Animator. Alright, so this is the Blender interface. And what will you be learning today? You'll be learning how to move your cube around, how to navigate around the interface and get your different shapes onto the interface. So that's what you'll be learning today. So we're going to take it gradually, okay? And I'm using my mouse to move the cube. So just scrolling the center mouse increases and reduces the whole interface. Note that my movement of the mouse, scrolling it does not change the size actually of the cube, but the entire interface along with the grids. And if you don't have a mouse and you want to navigate or to increase the size, just come to this button here. You can see my cursor. Just come to this zoom button, and once you click it, you hold down and you either drag it down to reduce the interface or all the way up to increase the interface. Okay, so your environment can either increase or decrease with that zoom button. And when you want to move around or shift things around the entire interface, you want to move the entire interface, you can use this hand button, and once you click on it, you hold it down and you move around. You see, move the whole interface up, down, and all around. And then if you are using a mouse, all you need to do is to hold down the middle button and you can turn around. You can see the way you turn around. And if you want to move the entire interface around, you can do that simply by holding down your shift button and then holding the center button of your mouse. So you hold down the shift button and the center button of your mouse, and you can move everything around this way. Alright, so the next thing I want to show you is the use of your this button, this here. So here you have your z-axis, your x-axis, and the y-axis. And this green here is the y-axis, the red here is the x-axis, and the z-axis actually up and down. And if you want to move this cube, for example, in these different axes, all you need to do is to click onto the cube with your left button. So you left click on the cube, but yet you cannot move it. You can see if I want to move it around, I can't move it around like this. So how do I move it around? I simply click the G button. So when I click the G button, you see the orange color around the cube changes to white, and now I can move without holding anything around. I can move it around. But how can I move it in a particular direction? By the way, if you wanted to go back to its original position, just click escape key and it goes back to original position. But now you want to move it in the x-axis. All you need to do is to click G again and then click X, and you see that the x-axis is highlighted to light orange, and then you simply move to and fro. You see the way it moves to and fro. So that way you can move in any axis. And if I click the left button, the left mouse again, it remains. And if I want to return to my original position, I just click Ctrl Z and it goes back. Now, what of the y axis? G and Y, and you can move on the y axis. And the same thing applies to the z axis, G and Z, and you can move up and down. You see, up and down, and I escape it again, and that is it. So you can navigate around your environment and move your cubes around now. So that's a nice thing to know. You can actually do that right now. I want you guys to start trying your hands on moving things around and getting shapes. So the next thing we'll do next is to get different shapes and work with the different shapes. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Please subscribe to continue learning.